All right, so I get this question all the time. How do I get processes out of people's heads that are in a high turnover position or have worked with me for a long time? I'm worried about people moving on. I'm worried about knowledge walking right out my door. Those are the issues that this process solves. So, in order to get the process out of somebody's head, you have to first pick the process. That's the easiest part. Actually, this whole process is really easy, but pick one process. If there's top three that come to mind, just pick one. Don't dwell on it. This is super simple, super quick once you do it a couple times. So you'll be able to get a whole bunch of stuff documented and out of people's heads really, really easily. The next thing that you want to do is whoever is responsible for this process, train them on how to record a good Loom video. Think of things like 3 to 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes long. Give criteria like that. You're going to want to tell them exactly how to narrate or show them how to narrate and just give them some guidance to record a good Loom video. The more that they can kind of speak out loud and talk about and narrate what they're doing, the more the rest of this is going to work better and make more sense. So even if there's multiple people that are executing on a single process, just have each person record a Loom video for the process that or the piece of the process that they're in charge of. Okay, so once you have that Loom video recorded, it's going to auto transcribe it almost instantly. So this is super easy. You just go into Loom. What you're going to do is copy that, which is one button press. Then you're going to go into ChatGPT and paste that in there with a prompt. And then you're going to wait for it to provide you the results and then copy the results. It's so easy. So let me show you how this works. If we go in here, this is a Loom transcript completely copied from a 3-minute video. So all I would do in here is copy everything. I'd go into my ChatGPT and I'd say, please create a process doc using this how to video transcription. And then I just paste that and let it work its magic. All right, so it's gonna produce all this information. It's doing a quick process doc. The reason that I asked it to do a process doc is this right here. When you give it the keyword process doc, then ChatGPT goes, oh, I know how to do this. I know what format it's looking in. You don't have to train it. You don't have to do anything. All right, so it's already done. So now we have the steps category right here, and it identified all the key steps within this transcription without even seeing the video, but this is because I narrated it really well on exactly what I was doing throughout the video. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is copy all of this now, and we'll go back to our presentation. So once you have this, you can use eraser.io to create a visual process chart of this essentially step-by-step process. So if we go into Eraser, we can come up here, we can go to Insert Item, and then go to Diagram as Code and AI Diagram. And then just say, please create a flowchart using these steps. Paste that in there, hit Generate, and again, we let it work its magic. It'll take just a second here while it starts thinking through. You can see it identified that we needed a flowchart. And here we go. It is starting to put everything together. And then it will likely start, yep, exactly, start working on the arrows. And now we have this wonderful flowchart diagram that we can use and export from here. So that was so quick. The only thing that I did really was spend 3 minutes, which if you're executing this across your team, you don't even need to spend 3 minutes. Once you train your team on how to make Loom videos, they're spending their 3 minutes, and all of those team members can do this all at the same time. So it's not roadblocking or being bottlenecked anywhere. Then you can easily train a virtual assistant or anybody on your team to go get the transcript from Loom, copy it, and get the steps from ChatGPT, and then use a tool like Eraser to build the chart so now that you have a visual. And once you have that visual, what you're going to want to do from there is build your MVP SOP. So this is your like bare minimum SOP. Again, don't overthink it. You just want to combine everything that we have. So the first thing that you'll be looking at is a title. Just give it a nice title that represents what this process is. Give it a one sentence purpose. This is the single sentence that describes when you should use or when somebody on your team should use this SOP. Again, SOP is standard operating procedure, and then MVP is minimal viable product. So I want to make sure with using the acronyms, it's not like a, MVP all-star SOP. No, kind of the opposite. You're going to want to take the diagram that we got from Eraser, and you're going to want to use the original video that was recorded. Combine all that together, and that's your MVP SOP. And then what you're going to want to do is store that in a knowledge library. And so this is just the concept of you're going to create a number of SOPs, just organize them logically in a way that your team can find it, and then train your team on how to do it. And that's really it. Once you have that process happening, you're going to get all of these bits and pieces of knowledge and institutional information that's been stored over the years and the tenure of your team members, especially leadership or people that have been doing the same thing for years and years and years and just know how to do it right off the bat. But if somebody else were to come in here and do that role, they'd have no idea where to start. That's what this is for. So you can capture in minutes full SOPs with the diagrams generated for you, you could even copy this and do a written version of the SOP for those types of learners. And of course, Loom is transcribing it all for you in seconds anyway. So all said and done, a 3-minute video could probably be turned into an SOP in maybe another 5 minutes. So 8 minutes to create this and save it in a knowledge base. Brilliant. All right, hope this helps. Leave any questions in the comments.